welcome back to Sim UK and Fernbus Coach Simulator. I hope you like the new intro. It is amazing what a lack of talent and a small budget can do. So as you can see, Fernbus Coach Simulator has had a brand new lick of paint and a funky new menu song sound in the background too. And this is part of what is now the first major update to Fernbus Coach Simulator. I've been trying to get this video together for about a week and a half now, had loads and loads of problems, but I'm kind of glad I did, because now I get to make this video with some of the new features and I get to tell you about all these brand new features. I am extra excited because I've been doing a lot of research and there are some seriously good features on their way, and I want to tell you all about them whilst doing a lovely journey between Dortmund and Kaiserslautern. So let's get on and take this journey. So the route we're going to do is this, Dortmund to Kaiserslautern. Now the route I have picked goes from Dortmund all the way around to Cologne, all the way down here to Frankfurt Airport. And if you saw the first episode, you'll know that I wanted to visit the airport, which is why this route was created effectively. And I also mentioned Kaiserslautern in that first video, so I thought, let's progress on down into Kaiserslautern. Let's have a look. Why not, indeed? So that's the route. It's quite a long route, and I think what I'll do is break it up into 3 parts. So the first episode will be from Dortmund to Cologne, and then the second from Cologne down to Frankfurt, and then finally down to Kaiserslautern. Now, I've an awful lot to tell you. I'm really quite obsessed with this game, I have to admit. I've been doing an awful lot of research, translating a lot of German, reading a lot of information, and there are an awful lot of features that have been confirmed in the last couple of weeks. Some of them are very exciting features. So for the whole of this video, we'll be discussing the state of the game as it is now. We'll be discussing the bugs, some tips, requested improvements from me, and I'll be asking you to put your requested improvements on the list so I can add it to my list that I've sent to the developers. And we'll be going through confirmed features and also obviously looking at this new patch update which came on the 2nd of September. We'll be looking to see what difference that makes, and it does make a difference. There's a considerable difference, it has to be said. Some of the things I was really hoping for haven't materialised, and we'll discuss that in more detail as well. So I think that's a long enough an introduction. Let's crack on. So first thing in the update obviously is the new menu system. Very nice it is too. We're at 1.192696. This looks an awful lot better. I like the fact that they've got some bus images in here. That's fantastic. That's exactly, I think, what it should have been at release. It's still a bit basic, but it's perfectly functional. It's just a menu system at the end of the day. I'm quite happy with it. I'm sure most of you will be too. So if we go in here, you'll see this is new, the game modes. We have career and we have free play. I haven't looked at free play. It just unlocks everything. No navigation, that's being changed. No passengers. Oh, I didn't know that. So basically some things here are going to change. We're going to go for career because that's how I roll. Pick our route. Click next. Now, one of the things that's coming, one of the confirmed features, and I'm surprised it isn't in this release, in this patch release, is that this information here will auto update to the day and time that you're currently on. So I don't know why they haven't included that. I mean, that seems so obvious that should have been there in the first place, I think. But anyway, that's a small feature and that's coming. Another thing was, if you saw, I'm not sure if you saw in my previous video that I had 2 of these coaches in the menu. They're sort of next to each other, merged into one. That's been fixed. I don't think that's a huge issue. There are other things they could have prioritised over that, but maybe it was a quick fix, and as a result they stuck it in because they wanted a big patch. And I'm very glad to see that they've released something. And the only thing I would say to them is, please keep us in the loop, because we're anxious to see what's going on. Even if you're having a problem, just tell us about it. We would like to know. So I think that pretty much covers the menu. Difficulty, we've got realistic, arcade and customized now. That's changed. What else is there? Obviously the loading screen. There's a background image for the loading screen, and oh, that's one other thing. On the map here you'll see that unlocked cities look like this, whereas locked cities appear like this with the sort of red cross. That's the only thing that's changed there. One of the key requirements I asked for, and hopefully they'll do, but I haven't had any confirmation that they will, is if I am playing the game and I zoom in on Frankfurt, because that's what I want to be able to see, and come out, and when I go back into the map I want it to still be here, but it doesn't. It reverts to this, and you have to zoom in, find Frankfurt again. It's just it's an unnecessary pain in the arse, in my opinion. So it'd be much better if this map area stayed where you left it, if that makes sense. That's a feature that I'm hoping for, that they have not confirmed is going to be implemented as yet. But let's get on and drive this route. I've driven this route already once and unlocked everything. I'm driving at night because I haven't done that before, and I very much want to do that. So this is the loading screen now. This is new. So here we are, guys. This is the first time that I've shown you any video footage of night time, and it looks fantastic out there on the street. In here though, I'm a little bit dismayed about the amount of light that's hitting this side of the bus here. For one thing, what's all that weird greenness down there? Those sounds are good. For another thing, where's the flipping door? I can't see anything. Now, I'm aware of a bug. Oh wow, look at that. No light, no light, no light. No light, no light, no light, no light. Ping! All of a sudden. What I have discovered is a bug here. I don't know if it's going to happen this time. When I open the door, the light should come on. Quite often it doesn't. So it makes getting on the bus really quite tricky at night time. So I don't know what that bug is. Let me just shut the door and try again. No, can't do it. And that's obviously a bug. So that's bug number one. We'll list that. And obviously you can see I'm sort of strafing left and right, and I can't seem to stand still. That's because there's no dead zone in the steering profile. I have my steering wheel set up to be my strafe left and right, just because that's the way I did it with Farming Simulator, and it seems to work really well. So that's why it's like that. But I have requested a dead zone so that we can leave it in the middle. A G27, for example, has a bit of a flappy middle bit where there is no definitive centre, so I can never actually stand still. And likewise, if I look away from the road whilst driving, the bus is going to start veering off to the left or veering off to the right. So it's a bit of a pain in the buttocks. Hopefully that's something they'll address. So let's try and get on the bus. There we go. So once we're sat down, we can get some lights on. There we go. Now I still have this issue. I think I'm the only person in the world who has this issue. If I zoom in, it goes over there and then the mouse doesn't work on the screen. I spent about 2 hours trying to fix this problem and I haven't been able to do that. So I still have that problem. Unfortunately, I apologise. There's not much I can do about it. You see we've got the camera on today. Hello. It takes quite a lot of time and effort to get the camera up and running. I think it adds something to the game, but I could be mistaken. It could be an absolute waste of time. So please let me know your thoughts on that. If you like it, I'm quite happy to keep it. If you really couldn't care less, then let me know, and then maybe I can stop using that. I know a lot of YouTubers don't do it, so maybe it isn't necessary. So the route we've got today is from Dortmund to Cologne, Frankfurt Airport, and then Kaiserslautern, all very, very, very important cities in Germany, and all very beautiful and really well crafted in this game, as you will see. Some fantastic stuff. So we're going to start in Dortmund, which is the 8th largest city in Germany. It has an airport here, but it's not depicted in this game. It's only a small airport, so maybe that's why. So yeah, let's just get the bus up and running. Let's see here. Foot on brake. That's how we start the engine in this bus. Let's get the door shut. And then let's get the stuff on. Where are we here? So I'm not sure what this one is, but we're going to do it. Here's a nice fix in the let's turn the lights on for the passengers. Sorry about this. Every time I click on something it goes back to this view, and then I have to do this to get the camera. It's a real pain in the buttocks, it really is. This is a nice fix.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei FlixBus.
Stop. You couldn't stop that guy before. If you accidentally clicked that button for any reason, you were stuck with it permanently. He would not shut up. Right, next thing, let's get aircon on, and we'll pop it up to 21 degrees. That seems to be a good balance. Nothing else I need to do. Windscreen wipers. One of the things in the update today is that rain will hit the front windscreen. Thank goodness. I hated not having that. Just check my windows. Yeah, we're good. Lovely. So I've got FPS running. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on your screen or not. At the moment we're hitting 25 FPS, which is appalling. They need to do something about that. Obviously I'm not expecting that to be resolved straight away. Let's press that button, get some headlights on. Now another thing that I haven't figured out is how to get high beam. I can't seem to find a button that does that, so we're going to put that down as a bug, but it could just be me that's making that mistake. Another new feature, if you look at the sat-nav down in the bottom right hand corner, you'll see that the sat-nav route begins from our current starting location, whereas originally if you were off the road the sat-nav didn't work at all. So already we haven't even started yet, and we're getting into positive features. Let's get a rolling. Now one of the key things that I've asked for is to have this steering resolved. At the moment that's full lock, which is less than 360 degrees. Obviously you can't map it one-to-one to the G27 or any other steering wheel for that matter. Whoops. So steering it is a real pain in the buttocks, especially at speed, because it's so wildly unresponsive. It's a real shame. Hopefully they're going to fix that so that we can map it one-to-one to the steering wheel, and that will really make this game feel a tremendous amount better. I must say kudos to Dominic, by the way, Dominic T, one of my viewers. Thank you very much, Dominic. He gave me a tip. He himself is a long distance bus driver, so he's very experienced in this area, and his technique is to turn the wheel slowly. Well, I think that guy's going to drive into me. I think he would have done. Perhaps this guy is too. Did he indicate? I didn't see him indicate. So sorry, yes, to turn is slow, quick, slow, I think. Or have I got that back to front? Let me check my notes. Goodness me. Slow, quick, slow. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, yes it is, yes. Slow, quick, slow. And the first time I did it, I suddenly felt like the coach was driving like a coach. Whereas I had previously been driving it like a car. And it actually makes a tremendous amount of difference. Now, I can't really recommend it 100% because the steering wheel isn't mapped one-to-one to my steering wheel. So slow, quick, slow on this is dangerous. let's say, for want of a better word. Didn't have the indicator going then. So we just have to do the best we can with this dodgy steering setup that we've currently got, and hope for better things in the future. So this game's had mixed reviews across the board. I think it's fair to say that's the case. And not a lot of people are really focusing on the good points of this game. I think there's a tremendous amount of good points in this game. The motorway experience for me is the best simulated motorway experience I've ever had. It really feels like I'm on a motorway. I have some sort of connection with real motorway driving when I'm playing this game on the motorway. I actually have sensations and feelings like I do on a motorway. It's incredibly realistic. It really is, in my humble opinion, of course. I like the way everybody's got the same luggage still. I'm going to put that down as a bug. Same luggage for every single passenger is probably highly unrealistic. Hello everybody, hello. So all the sides and doors are open, that's lovely. Oh, I've actually got centred. Look at that, I'm not going left or right. Wow, I'm not going to touch the steering wheel now. So let's log in. What time are we actually due to get here? 8:55, so we're like 7 minutes early. Or is that what time we're due to leave? I think that's leaving time, isn't it? 8:55. So we're early, so let's check some people in. What have we got today? We've got 10 people. Do not click that button. If you click that button before you've checked people in, you can't check anybody in. There's no way to undo that. You'd have to leave all 10 passengers behind. An absolute disaster. I'm sure you'll agree. So let's check these guys in. Hello.
Here, my ticket.
Shaila. Yes, you're one of ours. Hello, madam.
Hier ist mein Ticket.
Anne Brooke. Yes. Now, I don't know what the difference between tick and express check-in is. Because express check-in
Vielen Dank.
actually takes 2 clicks when the tick just takes 1. It's very interesting.
Sie wollen bestimmt.
I'm just going to try express check-in this guy. Is he the right guy? I don't know.
Ciao.
Ciao. Thanks.
Hello. Hier, mein Ticket.
Express check-in, madam.
Vielen Dank.
So maybe that's the way to do it. If they've got their phone...
Ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen?
Yes, we are going to Frankfurt Airport, madam. I think what we're checking here is that we have enough seats. You're in. On you get.
Hier, mein Ticket.
Hello.
Tut mir leid, aber Sie fahren ja gar nicht in meine Richtung.
I'm sorry, but you're not at all driving in my direction. So there you go. There's proof that the express check-in works. You don't have to check it. You just click that button, and it will either let him in or not.
Hier, mein Ticket.
So that's much quicker, isn't it? It's only when you've got...
Mein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen.
Yes, we can take you to Frankfurt Airport, I think. Let me check.
Auf geht's.
Let's go!
Ciao.
Hello,
Fahren Sie
sir.
in meine Richtung? Cool.
So it's only when they've got a paper ticket, like this lady here, Jamie Haas. Then you have to check her in. Let me see. Yes,
Ciao.
you're on the bus.
Mein Ticket.
Express check-in.
Vielen Dank.
Thank you very much.
Ich nehme dann den nächsten.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Mahlzeit. Hier, mein Ticket. Danke.
Tanker.
Tag, kann ich bei Ihnen ein Ticket kaufen?
Kaiserslautern. Yes, we are going to Kaiserslautern. Let me just check that we have space on the bus for you, madam. Yes, we do. Damn it, I'm going right again, very slightly. Very slowly. Look. I'm sliding right. Very, very slowly, but I am sliding right. That's why we need a dead zone, developers, because I can't flipping get the bus to stay still. Right, shut the door. Shut that door. Let's just check this side. Watch out for traffic. Whoa. Yes, we're all closed. We're all good. So, Wow, there is so much to talk about with this game, which is good. I'm glad there is so much to talk about. So much better with the door closed. I played this last night, and one of the things that they mention in the new update is audio volumes fixed, whatever that means, and also certain sound volumes have been updated. And for the whole journey I was thinking, God, it's just giving me a headache. It's an absolute nightmare. I hate it. It's so much worse than it was before. What I'd done is open the window. So I was driving down the motorway with the window wide open, and I could hear the wind and the whistling and all that horrible noise. And it was only when I got to Kaiserslautern I suddenly realised, shut the window, and we've got this beautiful calm. So yeah, in actual fact I can't tell the difference with the audio changes. There doesn't seem to be that much. They have added audio changes for passengers, and you'll get to hear that, no doubt, if they're complaining about my driving. But it's all in German, there's no English. So that's a bit of a shame. The text that came up before still comes up, and now it translates what they're saying, which is good, and some of it's quite funny actually. But yeah, I'm hoping they're going to do English voiceovers as well. I offer my services for free. If you want me to be one of your passengers, I would love to do that. So if anyone from FlixBus or TML Studios is watching this video, there you go. I'm offering my services for free. Please let me know. Contact me. I'll do anything you want within reason. Okay, let's get on with this bus. There's so much to talk about. I'm going to get distracted like heck here. 20:55. Let's just check what time it is. Oh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, I've got 2 minutes to tell you about some stuff. What can I tell you about? Well, when the game released, there were a list of features that they knew were missing. They were supposed to be in the game, but they weren't going to be in the game. So you've got in-game languages for Danish, Dutch, French, Greek, Hungarian, Polish, Russian, Slovakian, Spanish and Turkish. That's all coming. Music in the main menu, they've added that as part of this recent patch. Radio streams in the bus, like American Truck Simulator for example, and signs around the streets and roads to be fitted with spotlights. Now, I hadn't noticed that before they said it, but driving at night is difficult, especially since I cannot find the high beam. Sound files for passengers, obviously I've said already that's been added. I've got 1 minute left. What else can I tell you about? Track IR is supposed to be in the game. It's going to be in the game. It just wasn't there as part of release, as was mouse steering and repeat functionality for the buses. There's going to be AI buses, so at the moment we're the only bus in the entire country, and there are going to be lots of AI buses as well, and controller support, and the ability to import and export created routes. Okay, I think I've covered enough of the known missing bits, and I'm probably about ready to take this bus off. Now, I always forget to start the ride, but not today. Now, one thing I'd like to see is the wing mirror be brightened up slightly, because it's very difficult. Whoa! The AI needs fixing. It's very difficult to see what's in your rear view mirror, especially at night. The headlights need to be much brighter. So I'm going to put that down as a bug, as I would that terrible bit of AI driving. As soon as you get close to them, they drive on. Oops, sorry about that. A bit erratic. I'm surprised my passengers aren't complaining already. So we're down to 22 FPS at the moment, which is not really acceptable for a game of this price and this day and age. So hopefully they're going to be able to do something dramatic to fix that. But this game looks fantastic. Let's not forget how wonderful this looks at night time already, and we haven't even got to the good bits yet. Like I say, I've done this route already, and some of the graphics, the surrounding graphics, are wonderful, I think. and I'm excited to show you them. Now, I've done this route a few times, so I kind of know it now, which is good. It adds to the realism that I take the same route out of the city. And I've got to say, I do love the way in which the cities are laid out. I think they're really well done. They feel very realistic. And obviously, for a simulator, realism is what it's all about. The more realistic it is, the better. 99.9% of the time. So two of the key things I'm looking for at the moment, or looking forward to showing you, is if it rains, you'll see that there's rain on the windscreen, and also when it rains you should be able to hear rain on the roof of the coach, which I think is a nice touch. Adds to the immersion, but we'll see whether that's actually true or not. So as I say, last time
I'm eating all up of my sandwiches and cheese.
Did you, darling? That's lovely. Yes, close my door, please, sweetheart. Thank you.
Daddy,
Yes,
what
darling.
Said?
Pardon?
What said on the letter? I say this.
It says, Daddy's working, please be quiet. That's what it says.
No, Daddy's working saying shh.
Yes, Daddy's working, shh. That's what it says. Sorry about that, guys. My 4-year-old daughter is energetic, let's say. Incredibly energetic, and yeah, the as much as I try and find some quiet time to get these videos together, invariably she finds a way to come in and just talk to me about Kinder eggs, which is what she was in. She wanted to know where a Kinder egg was. That's what that was about. Anyway, enough distraction. So this is motorway driving, and I absolutely love it on the motorway. At the moment, I can't find high beam, so I'm stuck driving in low beam constantly. I love this. This is called Smart Highway, and basically they can close a road off, as you see they've done here. They've closed off the left-hand lane soon, apparently. I don't know if this is fully implemented yet. Perhaps not. I did see last night that a police car had pulled 2 cars, not one, but 2 cars over on the left-hand side, and that was really good. I felt that added to the realism a considerable amount, and I hadn't seen that before. I thought that was fantastic, but I don't know if these smart highways are fully enforced. You can see here that sign there, I believe, means that there's no more restrictions, but we didn't see the lane closed, so I don't think that's currently in place at the moment. I haven't had any confirmation to confirm that, but it certainly appears that that is not yet active. How fantastic will that be when it is active, though? That's the thing. I keep coming back to that. And I know a lot of people have negative reviews for this game because of the missing features, but despite the fact there are missing features, and they should have released this as early access, then they wouldn't have had any of these problems. I think I just keep coming back to the fact that if they do implement that like they say they're going to, this game is going to be sensationally good. So we're a little bit faster than these guys. We'll come down here. My FPS is up to 40 at the moment, which is much better. But for many that won't be enough, obviously. And it's not a steady 40 either. It drops back down to 30 quite frequently. And dips below 30 on occasions too. Now, some issues with the sat-nav for me are that the zoom level is too close. I will be coming up on a junction so quickly that I don't know if I need to turn off or not until I'm on it, which is just not acceptable. But the way that the motorways are laid out, I think, is fantastic. I'm going to try and get back in here. Again, I can't really see on that wing mirror whether or not there's anything behind me. It's just not bright enough. Hopefully they'll fix that. That's going down in my list of bugs. And also they're going to bring more clearer information to the screen, to the head-up display, so that you can see your current speed, your current tiredness level, fuel, you know, all that important stuff, like American Truck Simulator does. It will become visible without you having to look down at the dash, because let's face it, the dash is tiny and it's very difficult to see what it says. So that makes good sense, very good sense that they fixed that. Now I've got 3 screens here. The center one is the one I'm playing on. Both the left and the right hand screens are full of features and notes and comments and things I want to discuss. But it's actually quite difficult to look at those notes and discuss when I've got such reduced visibility. See, I want to high beam this now, but I can't. Look at that there. Look at that city in the distance. Doesn't that look fantastic? Oh, yes! One of the most amazing features that have been confirmed, it is coming, is dynamic real live weather. Just pausing there for a moment to let you absorb that information in. The only other game that I've ever known, or any other genre I've known, well, Wibbly Wobbly Road. Am I coming off here? Oh look, a policeman! Pulled somebody over. Hey! I was just telling you about that feature. The only other genre I know... we're not coming off here, sorry, I thought we were. The only other genre I know that does that is flight simulators. And that is just amazing. I know Aerosoft are quite incredibly closely linked with flight simulators, so maybe that's why they thought along those lines. But how wonderful would that be to have actual dynamic weather where it's meant to be? I think that's a sensational feature, and I think we're coming off here, but again the sat-nav is just pants. No, we're not coming off, it's just split. The sat-nav route split. Oh, we are coming off. Yeah, that's one of the key problems. There are some improvements added to the sat-nav in the most recent update. Which way are we indicating here? And this is what I love. We're going to come off here and we're going to join the next motorway seamlessly in the way that it's meant to be done. Not like American Truck Simulator where I'm supposed to be in... Oh gosh.
Es ist ein Bus und kein Hochseeboot im Sturm.
Yes, I thought this was a coach and not a steamboat. Quite right too. I'm talking too fast because there's so much information. FPS dropped down to 20 then. That really needs to be addressed. That's not good enough for anybody really. Are we coming off here? I think we are. Yes, we are. Goodness me. So I found a file. I think we're going right here. Yep. I found a file which allows you to modify the sensitivity levels for which people complain. like steering misdemeanors and driving off-road and so on and so forth.
Finden Sie nicht, dass Sie ganz schön heizen?
I'm sorry, I'm speeding, yes. So, if you're interested, guys, I can tell you where that file is and how to modify it, and then you can make changes to those settings. Look at this city. That just looks brilliant, I think. That's really, really nice. That really makes me feel like I'm driving into the city. High level of immersion as a result of that. Oh my gosh! Nearly had a high level of blue Honda as a result of that. Oh dear me, that was close. So yeah, some of the stuff that's coming. As you saw there, a police car went past. They're going to introduce more emergency services, and they're going to be active or not active. So you will, if you've seen Bus Simulator 16, you see that quite often the ambulance comes past blasting its blues and twos. That kind of effect is going to be implemented. I'm speeding.
Haben Sie nicht das Tempolimit gesehen?
Nuts! We just got a speeding ticket. Well, brake. Okay, good. Now, this is something I want to show you. This is a good feature. Collision detection. For vehicles, at least, it's really, really good. Look how close I can get to this car. Whoa, that was closer than I meant to get. But look at that. Do you see how close I got there? That's how close you can get to a vehicle without having a collision. There aren't many games that allow that high level of collision detection, so I think that's a good feature, and it bodes very well for the future. Now this is Cologne. We've just come into here, and there's a. Let me just. Yeah, okay. I thought I was going the wrong way for a moment. No, we're through on green. Thank you. There is a
Ihr
fantastic.
Orientierungssinn ist nicht so ausgeprägt. Kann das sein?
I did not drive off-road. That is a bug. So in Cologne, there is a fantastic cathedral. It's the second, I believe it's the second largest cathedral in Germany. And Cologne is actually the fourth largest city in Germany. Look at this building here. That's a lovely. That looks so good. Look at this place. It looks real. It looks lived in. It doesn't look like an empty shell like so many simulators before this. It looks like a live, vibrant city in the night to me. There, in front of us, are the twin peaks of the cathedral, and in the daylight it looks gorgeous. Now, oh gosh, now I'm in trouble. Don't drive into me, please. Okay, we got away with that, thankfully. Hey, we got rain. I'm listening carefully, but I'm not hearing rain hit the roof. I must be honest. Now that cathedral over there has a whole bunch of cranes around it, and during the war, like many cities in Germany, Cologne took a heavy bombing. Oh! For a moment then I thought I could hear rain on the roof, but I can't. I think they're a bit loud, those windscreen wipers. A bit too loud. Yeah, so the cathedral was severely compromised, and I believe it's under ongoing construction, trying to save it, and hence why, look at that, beautiful. hence why there are cranes around it. So that's the level of detail that they have put into each of these cities. Absolutely superb. I'm really impressed with Frankfurt Airport as well. I look forward to showing you that. Now this is something that happens, I've noticed a few times. Can you see that it's gone really, really dark? I don't know if that will show up on the video or not, but everything has gone really super dark. And I'll start driving. And usually what happens is it brightens up. Now, it hasn't happened. Look at that. Look at that bridge. And you got the river down there, and you got the cathedral. I just think this looks absolutely stunning. Now, in the night time, it's probably not as impressive as it is in the daytime. So that's a bit of a shame. But in the daytime, this place looks absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Really impressed. That's why I want dead zone. Right, I need to keep my wits about me here. Don't want any accidents. So whilst we're on a slower bit, let's talk about the coach. Apparently, if you saved the game, or the updates on the coach, I should say. Apparently, if you saved your game and came back to it, the aircon would be at the wrong temperature. That's only a minor problem, but they've fixed that. That no longer is a problem. It will return to its saved value, if you will. They also say that the sound of the doors closing has been fixed. Now, I must be honest, I didn't actually notice a problem with it. And to me, it sounds very similar, if not exactly the same. Oh dear, we've got a traffic problem. If I drive... okay. It resolved itself, thankfully. Look at the reflections of the water, of the rain on the path. Beautiful. Really lovely. I'd very much like for puddles to make splashy, puddly sounds. That doesn't happen, which is a bit of a shame. What else do we have? There's a lot of fixes around navigation in terms of speed limits, and certainly speed limits in certain areas and navigation in certain cities. Osberg, Hale, Saarbrücken. I'm at Constance. I'm attempting to name these cities correctly. I probably failed miserably, but Frankfurt Airport. Interesting. There was a speed limit issue. Or a speed limit has been introduced there where there wasn't one before. There's so much. Probably, I mean, this is why I'm putting it in 3 parts, because to go through it all in one video would just take too long. It really would. I think we're going left here, so let's be proactive and swing over. Oh, we're not going left here at all. Right, I'm going to be cheeky and drive straight across, which doesn't get you any negative points, which is good. Well, it's not, it's bad, but in this particular instance it's good. I think I need to get into the correct lane here. Look at this. Looks fantastic. You can turn those orange circles off, which I'm tempted to do. Put the old handbrake on. Let's have a moment. Oh, and apparently, not that I play arcade mode, but whilst you're playing arcade mode, you could turn the engine off whilst you were driving. You can't do that now. That's been fixed. So if you're one of those arcadey type players, then that feature has been disabled, which is good. I think makes it more real. Which is kind of a contradiction in terms, because if you're playing an arcadey version, you don't want it to be too real. But anyway, that's been resolved. There's an awful lot of stuff. Honestly, I have got 2 massive pages with enormous amounts of content to get through, and it's going to take me 3 videos to get through the lot. So hopefully, please come along and watch each of them, because each of them will have really important features that are coming. One of the most exciting things that have been confirmed, and I do mean exciting, is they're going to include a DLC for the Alps. Look how amazing that bus station and train station looks there. That's Cologne bus and train station there. It looks gorgeous. Just imagine how gorgeous the Alps will look. I am really genuinely excited about that. So we're just rolling up to our destination here. This will be the end of the first video. I would very much like to thank you. This is weird. The lights in here, that needs to be fixed. They're way too bright. Distorts everything. Wow, we almost didn't stop then. And oh yes, I want to know what that red building is over there. If you know what that is, I think it's iconic because it really stands out. Please tell me, I'd love to know. I'm interested in all this kind of information, so if you ever see anything and you think it's of interest to me, it probably will be. So please, in the comments, let me know these things. If I make any mistakes, please let me know. I am totally in awe of this game. I love every moment I spend in this coach. It's fantastic. And it's just going to get better and better and better. Oh, come on, we're through there, I think. Yeah, this red building here, I can't read what that says up there, but that probably tells me what it is. So here we are, guys. This is our stop. I'll thank you now very much for coming and watching this video, and I hope you join me for the next episode, the next 2 episodes, as we drive down through the airport at Frankfurt and on to Kaiserslautern. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. So important. Without that feedback, I just don't know what is good and what isn't good, and it's my mission to try and make this game and these videos as good for you as I can. I didn't go on the curb there, you imagine that. Hello everybody. Let's just see if we made it on time. Usually this game is so good that we do. Let me check. We're supposed to be here. Oh, look at that. We are so early. We are so early. So early. That's one of the features I want to have implemented. I've requested it. If we turn up at a bus stop really early, I don't think all the passengers should be here. I think some of them should turn up just before their bus stop. And in fact, it would be fantastic if, like Bus Simulator 16, occasionally you get somebody turn up late or not turn up at all. And then it's up to you whether you wait and hang on for a minute or whether you go. And I think that's brilliant. I think that would really add to the immersion for me anyway. So I'm going to say thank you very much. I'm going to leave you with a view of this wonderful, well, I was going to leave you with a view of the wonderful bus train station, but I can't actually see it very well, so we'll just look out the window. Thanks very much for watching. I know I talk too much. I know a lot of what I say is dribble, but please come back and watch the second episode. I would love you to do that, and I thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now.